An exciting day because today we get to celebrate the fact that California is leading on climate action, continuing every single day to show that we are not powerless when it comes to this existential crisis. We will take action, and most importantly, and this is the power of today, we will do it together. We're going to do it with volunteers across the state of California. And here in San Diego, we have hundreds of volunteers who are coming together to take action, to do meaningful work, and do meaningful work while we get to build connection and community and trust at the same time. So I appreciate everyone coming out today. I want to start off by introducing Alejandro Santos, who's a San Diego County Park Ranger who's going to welcome us and do a land recognition, and then we will begin the agenda. So Alejandro, please join us.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Man, you guys are still asleep. So one more time, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Alejandro. This is my office. And, you know, volunteers like you have helped this park really look really nice for the people. And one of the things that I wanted to acknowledge is, you know, the first people that used to take care of this land, and they're still here, the Kumeyaay. So, you know, let's just take a moment and feel the ground we're standing on, you know, our ancestors, some of us, and that, just acknowledge that. And let's take a deep breath, guys. I'm gonna give you homework. From here on, I want you guys to breathe in love and breathe out smiles. Let me see those smiles. Okay, so thank you for being here. And Josh, or who's next?
Yes, I'll come back to
Josh.
you. Thank you. Thank you for doing
Thank you,
that.
everybody, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you for that. And thank you so much to everyone who's come up today to show up for your community, to show up for the state of California, and show up for our planet. So I want to say thank you to all of our volunteers, all of our partners, San Diego County, especially Parks and Rec, for being such an incredible partner, for making today possible. And today is about taking climate action, but it's also, as I said before, about building community and trust and connection. And so it's going to be really fun to be able to roll up our sleeves and get dirty today. We have some incredible speakers and leaders with us today that I get to introduce very, very shortly. And I just want to make this point before I introduce them, that we are here today because of a program called Climate Action Corps. And Climate Action Corps, and many of you are wearing t-shirts with the name on it, is a program that the governor and the legislature launched a few years ago to empower Californians to be able to take climate action and to be able to do it together. And we should be very proud that not only have you all stepped up to volunteer and be part of this effort, but this program has now become a model that is spreading across the states. 12 other states in America now have their own state-level climate corps, and President Biden recently announced the creation of the American Climate Corps. How cool is that? Woo! Yeah. Woo! And we have several of our Climate Corps members here today who are with us. So these are people, young people who have dedicated their time and their talent and their energy and their passion to step up for our planet and our communities. So thank you to all of our Climate Corps members. Thank you to our College Corps members, our AmeriCorps members, our Youth Jobs Corps members, all the members of the California Service Corps that make up the largest service force in our country, something we should also be very proud of. I now have a distinct honor and pleasure of introducing a leader, someone who was with us last year as we did a Climate Action Day here in San Diego County, and someone who has made Climate Action Corps possible as a leader not just in San Diego, but a leader for the state of California, Senator Blake Spear. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to see all of you. Hello in the back. I hope you can hear. Yes, thank you for waving. It's great to be with you here today. My name is Catherine Blakespear, and I serve as the state senator representing the 38th District, which includes this park, as well as goes all the way south to Mission Bay, and then all the way north into Orange County. So we represent almost 1 million people in the state Senate, and it's my distinct pleasure to be right here in my home area. This work that we are all doing together, the California Climate Action Corps, is really important, I think, to all of you and to all of us behind you. And we want to find ways where we can make a meaningful difference through our own action. So creating this program, I'm so grateful to the governor and to the legislature and to my colleagues and to the vision of people like Josh Friday, who is embodying this and making it real on the ground, so that all of us can do the parts that we want to do to fight climate change, because we all know the existential threat that climate change is, and we want to be able to make a difference. And so how do we do that? And programs like this allow us to be able to make that important difference. So today we've come together to work together and to really get our hands dirty. And I just want to mention one bill that I have this year in the state legislature that I think is really important, and it has to do with plastic bags. So 10 years ago, the voters in California voted to eliminate plastic bags at grocery stores, but through a loophole that saw thick plastic bags as recyclable and reusable, we still get them at our grocery stores. And the amount of plastic waste in our landfills and our oceans and blowing around in our parks and everywhere has doubled. So in that 10 years, we have double the number of plastic bags, plastic pollution by volume and weight that is out there in our world. So I have a bill that would eliminate those plastic bags at grocery stores. And what that means is you'd be offered a paper bag, or you could bring your reusable bag. And I'm very hopeful that this bill will pass and the governor will sign it, because we need to do better at every level, at the policy level and also at the local level with all of our individual choices. But systemic change is required if we're going to actually meaningfully reduce our carbon emissions. So thank you to all of you for being here today. Thank you for the actions you're taking individually throughout in your life, plastic reduction, and all the different things you're doing in your lives being here today. And with that, I'd like to introduce my good friend and colleague, Tasha Berner. She also serves with me in the state legislature, and we serve together on the Encinitas City Council. Both of us have been working really hard on climate-related things for many years, and I'm excited to have her say a few words as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Blakespear. My name is Assemblymember Tasha Berner. I represent the coastal area of San Diego from Carlsbad all the way down to Coronado. So if it's beautiful in San Diego, it's mine, which is probably most of you. So give yourself a round of applause for coming out and doing beautiful things for our planet this morning. It's such an honor to be here, and I'm so glad to see all of you. We know through the COVID pandemic, a lot of people struggle with mental health. And I always tell my kids, one of the best things you can do for your mental health is to serve others and to serve the planet. I got elected in I was born in 1973, but I got elected in 2018. And one of the reasons I got elected to the Assembly in 2018 is I wanted to do more to save the planet for our children. And so I've gone to the Glasgow Climate Accords, and I've zoomed into every classroom in my district, because the future of the planet shouldn't be left to people who are 51 years old. The future of the planet needs to belong to the youth and the next generation. And when you come out today and you're part of the Climate Corps, you're part of the Climate Action Day of Service, you are making a difference. You are helping others, you are helping our planet, and that's one of the most important things. I always say I'm a super lefty environmentalist, and that means in 2020 we passed a law that saved Trestles and San Onofre State Park in perpetuity from road construction with the help of the governor, and that also protected our ancestral lands. We also did AB 66 and AB 72, which creates an early warning notification system for bluff collapses to keep people coming to our beaches, but making sure that they're safe at our beaches, because we know sea level rise is going to affect the safety of our beaches. And then this year I'm running again my blue carbon bill, AB 1992, so many bills after 6 years, in 1992, which will look at carbon sequestration and salt marshes as a way to mitigate climate change. We all can do our part, but we have to do all the parts. The climate crisis is real, and it's an existential threat, as Senator Blakespear mentioned. We have to do more, and you're doing your part today. So thank you for being here, and with that, I'll turn it back to Josh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think what's so cool about being a Californian is we have leaders like all of our volunteers here today to step up to take action in their communities. And then we have leaders like Senator Blakespear and Assemblymember Berner who are in Sacramento, not just leading our state, but literally leading the planet when it comes to climate policy. So thank you both for your leadership and everything that you do. Most of my job is to brag about our service members, including our Climate Action Corps members, but you don't have to take it from me how cool they are. You actually get to listen to one of them today. So I get to introduce right now someone who was there when Climate Corps was simply an idea. It was a thought. It was a theory. And she has stepped up to make this theory a reality. Please welcome our Climate Action Corps member, Julia Galloway.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Julia Galloway. I have the honor to speak with you today as one of those California Climate Action Corps fellows you've heard so much about. I am one of the 18 wonderful fellows located here in San Diego area. I work specifically for the County of San Diego, Department of Public Works, Solid Waste Planning and Recycling, as well as the Department of Parks and Recreation. My mission is dedicated to organic and recycling diversion, to food recovery, and to create accessible volunteer opportunities for all, like today. Other fellow projects are focused on wildfire resiliency and urban greening. So, of course, you're all here, which means our main focus is you, the volunteers, the residents who come out, who show up every day because you want to make a better future. You are at the heart of our mission. I especially love events like these because it shows me that my community cares. We care about the environment, we care about each other, we care about learning and giving back. You are the reason we California Climate Action Corps fellows can do the job we do. I personally have had the opportunity to participate in numerous community achievements. For example, one day a group of volunteers planted 87 trees in less than 2 hours. I've also assisted our unincorporated food recovery organizations in recovering nearly 2 million pounds of edible food last year that helped feed thousands of our residents. I've also partnered with dozens of businesses and multifamily complexes to create plans and improve their waste diversion practices. I'm never one to say that climate change is an easy battle and climate action is just a walk in the park. But collaborating alongside passionate environmental stewards such as yourself makes it seem so. There are very few other places like California Climate Action Corps that fosters this collaboration and genuinely supports my personal and professional development at the same time. What you're about to do today is more than just one day, 2.5 hours. Today, you are preserving the natural beauty while creating a healthier park that you'll be able to visit for years to come. On my very first day as a fellow, I named the tree I planted Matilda. To this day, I still think about Matilda. By giving it a name, it helped me connect with my project and appreciate the nature around me even more. It made planting a tree in 80-degree heat on top of a hill where the soil was very unforgiving that much more meaningful. At every tree planting and tree maintenance event since, I've encouraged my volunteers to name their tree. We've gotten many bobs, many leafies, but by doing this, in this action, you build an immediate connection with nature that will last you a lifetime. So I hope every time you come back to the park, you think of what you've done, what you've accomplished. You check in on your Matildas and your bobs and your leafies. You see what new native growth is coming in after removing the invasives, and you feel proud of what you've done. All in a day's work, you took climate action. Keep it up. Climate action can be planting trees, planting pollinator plants. It can be composting in your backyard or leading marches. There are so many ways you can take climate action. As long as you're doing something, you are a part of the solution. Thank you for being a part of the solution. Now remember to have fun, befriend your fellow volunteers, be curious about your impacts, and please drink lots of water and wear your sunscreen. Thank you so much.
How cool are our Climate Action Corps fellows? Aren't they amazing? Let's hear it for all of our fellows. Great job, Julia. Thank you. So I know we're all excited to get to work. We're about to do that. And so let me just leave you with this message, because this is something that Governor Newsom and we believe deeply in. If we're actually going to solve this climate crisis, which we will, we need to do it by mobilizing our most important asset. And that's all of us. That's our people. That's the 40 million people that call California home. That's you. So our request is, we need you today, but we also need you tomorrow. And we need you next week and next month and next year. So stay connected with us, stay connected with each other. Join us in celebrating Jane Goodall's 90th birthday by planting 90,000 trees in the state of California. You can sign up on our website to be part of that effort. Stay involved by helping us recruit for next year's Climate Corps and our College Corps programs and our AmeriCorps and our Jobs Corps programs by going to caservicecorps.com. Stay connected to the movement and the community that is being represented today in such a beautiful way. Thank you all for coming out. Julia is going to come back and give you directions, but we want to thank you, and we know that we're just getting started. Appreciate you all.
Hello again. All right, you're still here. That's great. Now we get to the fun part. We have multiple groups. On your wristband, you've been given a sticker. That color will coordinate to where you're going to go. And I would like to also say we have bathrooms in that back corner. It's Brown Building. We have bathrooms down in the